Seems like a long time since I've done a show, but I've got some new ideas I want to share with you, so do stick around. Hey, welcome to Charlie's Open Mic. My name is Charlie Mosbrook, and I'm into a second season now, and I wanted to try something new. We've been asking artists for the past year how they've been adapting to the pandemic and adapting to a world without venues. Well, the venues are starting to open up again. People are starting to do live gigs. You can go see them. And I thought, let's take a different direction. So I thought, what's a commonality with all of these artists that I can open up a conversation about who they are and where they came from, and maybe learn a little bit about some of their songs. And the one thing that struck me was that we all have instruments that mean a lot to us. They have these really wonderful stories behind them, how we acquired them, when we've been out on the road with them, and things that have happened and on stage, and how much intimate time do we spend with these instruments, learning how to play them or working out our emotions or learning new songs. There's a lot of stories that could be told through these instruments. So I wanted to give everybody an opportunity to come on and tell me a little bit about their instrument and a story behind the instrument, and to play a song that they wrote on that particular instrument. I'm going to begin today with my guitar here. It's my first real guitar, as I was told when I first picked it up. It's an Alvarez Yari, and I'm going to tell you how I came across this instrument, and then I'm going to play you a song from it. Well, let me introduce you to my guitar. This is an Alvarez Yari FY40. It's a mahogany back and sides, OM style body here. It's got an ebony fretboard. It's really beautifully built. Good tuners. The Yari brand has always produced great guitars. And this was my first real guitar. My friend Avin Baird, a songwriter from the Cleveland area, sold this to me back in 1991. She grew up in the Mentor area at the same time David Wilcox was growing up, and they learned to play guitar together. They used to hang out together all the time and do a lot of picking. So he became kind of famous, and I think was feeling kind of grateful to Avin for their time growing up together and playing these instruments and really getting to know how to play. So he sent her this beautiful Loudon guitar. And so she walked up to Coventry Yard where I hosted my open mics, and that day was an interesting day. The whole building was burning to the ground. It was a giant fire. You could see smoke from miles around. I remember walking down Washington Boulevard, and I could see the smoke, and I wondered, oh, what's burning? And with a big fire like that, you can't really tell where the smoke is coming from, sort of general direction, but it could have been coming from a mile past that. I don't know. As I got closer, I realized that the building where I ran my open mic was part of the fire. I got down there, and they're pouring tons of water on that building where my open mic was, and the building next door was burning to the ground, and it literally did. It burned to the ground. They demolished it, rebuilt the building. And for me personally, it was an interesting day because my coffee shop where I was running my open mic and working as a barista right next door was threatened by this giant fire. And where I stored all my gear, it was filled with water. Fortunately, the night before we had a gig down the road, and I left my gear in there. I was going to put it all back in the coffee shop. Of course, I couldn't do that because there was all the smoke damage and a lot of water. I did lose a mic stand that I had left in there. But Avin walked up to me while I'm watching the fire, and she said, "Hey, Dave just sent me this Loudon guitar. You need a good guitar. Are you interested in my Yari?" And I said, yeah. I don't know if I can afford it. I mean, there's my gig burning down right across the street. And she said, "Don't worry about it. How's 200? You can pay me over time." And I said, "Thank you," and I accepted the offer. And so she gave me this guitar, and I wrote a whole bunch of songs on it, and this is probably one of the best songs I've written on it. It's called Anywhere Else But Here. stares out of the window and her eyes explore. She dreams of another day and a far-off distant shore, and her hopes have departed. She's just trying to get through the day, and trapped here with her dreams on hold, and a spirit it starts to fade. She doesn't know what she wants, it isn't all that clear. She doesn't know where she wants to be, just anywhere else but here. She doesn't know where she wants to be, just anywhere else but here. He thinks about her a lot, and thinks about his own destiny. He doesn't like his place on earth, and he wishes that he were free. I could have been a baseball star, he said. I had a real nice glove. I could have taken this thing so far if I'd have stuck with my first love. He doesn't know what he wants, it isn't all that clear. He doesn't know where he wants to be, just anywhere else but here. He doesn't know where he wants to be, just anywhere else but here. She ponders deep in her soul, and he looks up to the sky. She prays that life will be better for us before we die. If we could be here in this moment and let the sunlight shine in all our lives, I wish just once that we wouldn't want to be anywhere else but here. I wish just once that we wouldn't want to be anywhere else but here. So I wrote that song in about 1999 on this guitar. I'm really looking forward to this new way of presenting this show, because one of my favorite things about open mic is when a musician comes into the room for the first time, or maybe they've always come in, but the first time they come in with a certain instrument and they open that case, and I get so excited waiting to see what's in the case. I like guitars, and I like to hear people's stories about their instruments. So this is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it, so please do stick around. Anyway, this is my Alvarez Yari FY40. Well, hey, thanks for watching Charlie's Open Mic this week. Stick around in the coming weeks. We're going to bring on new artists and songwriters, and they're going to introduce you to their instruments and sing you songs. And we're going to get to know these performers really well. So stick around. Thank you very much for watching. As always, please hit that subscription link down below. Please ring the bell for notifications for upcoming episodes. You know, it really helps to boost this program and the algorithms is when you comment down below. So tell me people you want to see on the program. Tell me topics you want to see discussed. Tell me what you think of the show. Do all kinds of things. But yeah, comment down below. It really helps to boost the show. Click like And there's a Patreon link. If you go to charliesopenmic.com, you can find that Patreon link and help support the show. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.